In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college basketball games happening on December 14, 2022, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. UCF versus Ole Miss. It's a non-conference clash on the college hardwood when a member of the American Athletic Conference heads to the Magnolia State to take on the Southeastern Conference. The UCF Knights are the road team as they make the trip to face the Ole Miss Rebels Wednesday night. UCF comes in off a 75-49 home demolition of Tarleton State Sunday in their previous contest, easily covering the 7.5-point line in the process. Ole Miss routed Valparaiso 98-61 at home Saturday as they cruised past the 14.5-point line in that game. In the all-time series between the schools, the Rebels have won all 3 meetings, including an 84-56 triumph at home in the most recent matchup on January 5, 2010. We're looking at a game where defense may well be the name of the game. Both teams are average at best on the offensive end of the floor this season, while they are in the top 60 in the country in scoring defense. Neither team is overwhelming when it comes to shooting the ball, and transition buckets may prove to be the difference here. This one may come down to cohesion. While Ole Miss doesn't have a ton of returning scoring options, the recent return of Ruff into the mix is a big boost for them. UCF ranks just 340th in Division I in continuity according to Ken Palm, which can prove problematic, especially on offense, in close games. The Rebels are excellent at creating multiple opportunities on the offensive end, and home court advantage is a big factor here. Give the upper hand to Ole Miss as Ruffin and Merle lead them to a victory. So the Ole Miss Rebels to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. UCF has stayed under the number in 6 of their 9 games this season entering this contest. The Knights have major issues turning the ball over as they stand 322nd in the country in turnover percentage at 22.1%, which offsets that they are 34th in offensive rebounding percentage at 35% on the year. UCF is a painfully slow-paced team as they come in 353rd in the nation in adjusted tempo according to Ken Palm, with 63.1 possessions a night. Ole Miss has seen the overpost a 5-4 mark in their games this season. The Rebels are 6th in offensive rebound percentage on offense, while they rank 62nd in effective field goal percentage defense and 67th in turnover percentage this season. Ole Miss is below average team in tempo as well, ranking 254th with 66.6 possessions a night. Don't expect a ton of fireworks here, keeping this game under the total. Georgia State versus Auburn. It's a non-conference clash on the college hardwood when the Sun Belt tangles with the Southeastern Conference down in the Yellowhammer State. The Georgia State Panthers are on the road as they make the trip to face the number 19 Auburn Tigers Wednesday night. Georgia State was whipped 66-46 on the road by Northeastern in their previous contest back on December 4th, losing outright as a 3.5-point favorite. Auburn was knocked off 82-73 by Memphis at the Holiday Hoopsgiving at State Farm in Atlanta Saturday in their most recent game, falling outright as a 1.5-point favorite. In the all-time series between the programs, the Tigers own a 6-1 advantage, including an 83-65 home win in the most recent matchup on November 14, 2016. Georgia State is 7-1 against the spread in their last 8 road games and 1-5-1 against the spread in their last 7 games. The under is 9-2 in Georgia State's last 11 road games, and the under is 20-7 in their last 27 games. Auburn is 21-10 against the spread in their last 31 home games and 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games following an against the spread loss. The over is 4-1 in Auburn's last 5 games following an against the spread loss, and the over is 11-4 in their last 15 games following a loss. Auburn comes into this game as a heavy favorite, but is coming off of their first loss of the season against Memphis. Georgia State has lost 2 of their last 3 games and lost by 20 points to Northeastern last time out. The Tigers are coming off a rough outing versus Memphis, shooting a tepid 38.1% from the field and getting out-rebounded 43-32. Auburn had been playing with fire prior to that. However, they'd won 2 of the previous 3 games by 5 points or fewer. The good news is that the Tigers should certainly be able to handle Georgia State. The Panthers have scored 66 or fewer points in 4 of their last 6 games, so if Auburn hits the tempo hard in this one, Georgia State won't be able to keep up. Auburn is the much better team in this matchup, and I believe that they will be eager to come out strong and bounce back from their first loss. So the Auburn Tigers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Bruce Pearl's team usually play fast, and this Auburn team has pushed the tempo all year. The Tigers have scored 70 points or more in 5 of their last 7 games. Auburn has been solid offensively when playing mediocre and weak teams such as Georgia State. Auburn should be able to build a strong early lead in this game, and that will likely force the Panthers to play fast well. This should be a higher scoring game. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. UC Riverside versus Oregon. UC Riverside will make the trek up north to Eugene, where they will take on the Oregon Ducks. UC Riverside squeaked by Idaho and had only 7 turnovers on the night. The Highlanders out-rebounded the Vandals by a count of 31-28. Oregon recently beat Nevada in a game they controlled wire to wire. 3 Ducks had double figures, and the team came away with 11 blocks on the night. UC Riverside is 8-2 against the spread in their last 10 games following an against the spread loss. The over is 13-3 in UC Riverside last 16 games, and the over is 8-3 in their last 11 road games. Oregon is 4-0 against the spread in their last 4 games and 2-9 against the spread in their last 11 games following a win. The over is 6-1 in Oregon's last 7 Wednesday games, and the under is 5-1 in their last 6 games following an against the spread win. Oregon comes into this game after winning 3 of their last 4 games, while UC Riverside has won 4 of their last 5 games. Oregon's record is only 5-5 this year, but their last 4 losses have come against ranked teams, so they are better than their record would indicate. UC Riverside has lost to Colorado, Creighton, and Cal Baptist, but has not beaten any high-level Division I teams. Oregon has been playing great basketball lately, especially Richardson. That said, they do have their blemishes. They aren't particularly strong at the line, and they haven't found their stroke from deep yet. UC Riverside has been great at holding teams to single-shot possessions, and offensively they have a top 100 field goal attempt rate. Oregon is one of the worst teams in allowing teams to get their shots off. In a game that is executed to be slow, we can still expect that UC Riverside will have enough quality possessions that the shot volume will be there. I expect them to benefit from the sometimes absent perimeter defense of Oregon. So the UC Riverside Highlanders to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. We shouldn't expect pace to be there in this matchup. Oregon is a bottom 100 team in terms of tempo, and UC Riverside isn't looking to run and gun either. The Ducks have a great front court defensively, and they will make it very difficult for UC Riverside to get points in the paint. Oregon has also been very good at playing sound defense without fouling. I would expect that trend to continue against the Highlanders. In terms of free throws, these are some of the worst free throw shooting teams in America, both well under 70%. Oregon has held opponents under 70 in 4 straight games. Prior to the Idaho game, where the Vandals shot over 50% from the floor and deep, UC Riverside held opponents to 65 or less in 5 straight games. The play is the under. The under is 5-0 in the Ducks' last 5 games following a straight-up win. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.